folks, it's Todd Dills here with the week's news from Overdrive, the voice of the American trucker. President Joe Biden's massive infrastructure plan calls for spending less than 10% of its $2 trillion price tag to improve highways and bridges, and to enhance safety. Such projects would fall under the broader transportation infrastructure spending, which accounts for less than a third of the $2 trillion. The American Jobs Plan would use $115 billion to modernize 20,000 miles of highways and other roads, and to repair 10,000 small bridges and the 10 most important large bridges in need of serious attention. The plan proposes spending another $20 billion to improve safety for drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians. Other transportation infrastructure funding would go toward public transit, passenger and freight rail service, ports, waterways, airports, and electric vehicle manufacturing and infrastructure. Reduced highway traffic last year did more than just ease stress levels for commercial drivers. As the pandemic-related lockdown took vehicles off the road, especially last spring, the improved efficiency gave owner-operators significant fuel mileage gains for the year. Though all segments posted gains, among clients of owner-operator financial services company ATBS, flatbedders showed the biggest jump in fuel mileage over 2019, said ATBS President Todd Dills. They added nearly a whole mile per gallon, getting close to 7 miles per gallon for the year. Such results suggest that when highway infrastructure investment actually keeps up with highway user demand, it could produce both environmental and financial gains. For the first time since early November, the weekly average price of diesel in the U.S. fell, according to the Department of Energy's weekly report. The decline shaved 3.3 cents off the average gallon of on-highway diesel, which ended at $3.16. That snapped a 20-week run of increases that saw fuel skyrocket by nearly $1. Truckload rates in the spot market, meanwhile, ended the most recent week up in all major segments, well above February averages according to DAT Freight and Analytics. Flatbed demand metrics on DAT load boards were soaring close to 2018 levels, with rates averaging up to $2.75 per mile. Dry vans hit $2.66, and reefer topped up to $2.94. Truck parking is getting a renewed push in Washington, D.C. The Truck Parking Safety Improvement Act, a bipartisan bill, would give states $755 million from the Highway Trust Fund to pay for varied projects that would increase the number of spaces. A similar bill was introduced in the U.S. House a year ago, but never got out of committee. Allowing truck drivers under 21 years old to drive interstate continues to gain momentum in Congress, but most average Overdrive readers don't agree with it. In recent polling, nearly two-thirds of respondents oppose the notion. They point to already lax training for more mature drivers, and they also worry that a larger pool of interstate drivers would simply diminish highway safety. This is hardly the first time a push has been made to allow 18 to 20-year-old truck drivers to cross state lines, so the recently reintroduced Drive Safe Act anticipates safety objections. The legislation would establish an apprenticeship program that requires 400 on-duty hours and 240 driving hours for any such driver. The programs will be split into 120-hour and 280-hour probationary periods. Leonard's Express, headquartered in Farmington, New York, reached an agreement to buy Holman Transportation Services based in Caldwell, Idaho. Holman is a privately held reefer carrier with 164 vehicles serving mostly the western states. Love's Travel Stops has opened a new location in Hillsborough, Tennessee, off of I-24. It offers 88 truck parking spaces, a Hardee's, 7 diesel bays, 7 showers, and a maintenance facility. Wynonna Judd will headline the first ever virtual Highway to Hope concert benefiting the St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund. The country music singer will be part of the 2-hour evening show Sunday, May 16. She'll be joined by country music artists who've been supportive of the St. Christopher Fund and trucking, including John Snyder, Billy Dean, Lindsay Lawler, and Heath Sanders. Tickets for the live stream event are available for $20 plus a $2 transaction fee at truckersfund.org. Find more news updates anytime via overdriveonline.com.